Right, good morning. Got something special for you today because this is a video I've been looking forward to making for quite a long time. You might notice this space behind me where I've normally got 4 guitars racked up. I use that space for my higher end guitars when I'm working on them, so I know where they are. They're in that corner, be safe away from anything where them get knocked. And that space is empty this morning. It's not because the guitars are gone, it's because I've got the guitars all in the cases. I've got 3 benches and I've got 3 guitars, and I'm going to show you them all one by one. But before I show them to you, I'm going to let you know about who owns these guitars and how I came to meeting him. And the guitars actually are owned by a guy called Robert Peach, a guy I met on Facebook a year and a half ago or whatever, when I was starting up the Christian Guitars website and everything. I just started the business, and he'd been looking for a guitar tech for quite a while. Now Rob himself, he works at Hiscox Cases. He's worked there 29 years yesterday by all accounts. 29 years he's worked for Hiscox Cases, and I got to meet him. He was looking for a guitar tech and he'd seen a bit of my work and he got in touch with me. And I did, the first time I worked for him was, I think it was just over a year ago. I did a 2005 custom Les Paul he had, or a 2005 special Les Paul he had. He had a blue flame maple top, blah blah blah. And he sent it to me, and he didn't bring it, he sent it. He sent it from Cannock, and he wanted a fret level and a recrown and blah 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 blah. And he did it to try me out because he couldn't find a tech he trusted or he liked in his area around Birmingham way. He says he tried them all and he says they're just never up to expectations. He saw me, he liked what he saw, sent me a guitar, sent me this guitar. Anyway, I worked on this guitar, leveled the frets, sorted the action out, recrowned the frets, sent it back to him. He collected it as well. He had it collected by UPS and he got it back. He was over the moon with it. So now we got, obviously our friendship developed, and I asked him why he was using me. He just says, I just got a feeling about you. I just like to look on you. I'd seen your work and I thought, why give this guy a go? And we've become quite good friends now. He actually come down last month and bought these guitars to me. Now these guitars, I've got one of his prized possessions. I'm not going to show his prized possession just yet. What I'm going to do is, he sent 3 guitars to me. He's paid me up front, as he does, a real good man like that. And I sorted him a bit of a deal out, and he sorts me a bit of a deal out on things when we trade and stuff like that. And he said, I've got 3 I want doing. And I'm going to show you what they are, because I'm going to make this video pretty special. It's going to be a good video. It'll be the 3 guitars, and the first one I'm going to show you, and you're going to know, I'm just going to show you the headstock. I'm going to be very careful with these. There's the headstock. There you go. I know it's upside down. Made in San Luis Obispo, California, USA. Look at that neck. You know what it is. It's an Ernie Ball MM Axis. But you've probably never seen one like this. How amazing is that? Look at that neck. I don't even know what you call that. It's spaltered. Is it maple? Is it stained? I've got no idea. It's wow, just wow. But look at that guitar. Look at the back of the neck. It's an absolute beauty, isn't it? Well, this has come in. He wants this refretting. Now you see, he loves this guitar, and I measured the frets, and I think they're around about 2.5, 2.6 mil wide. So I've gone and got 18%. I'm going with 18% nickel silver frets. Again, and that's Nadja wider, but low. Same, because he didn't want the height changing because of the nut. This is the gear I'm using. It's 18% nickel silver, but the fret itself is about just over 1 mil high. Well, we're about 1 mil there anyway. And then what I'll do is I'll get this in. The tang looks about the same. I'll get this in, and what I'll do is I'll level this after I've fretted it, just to get the same height. But the good thing about this, it's 18% nickel silver, so it's going to last for years. I've started using 18% a couple of months ago. I was using regular on just regular jobs, unless they ask for something more special, and I thought I'm going to try this 18% because it sits between stainless steel, which is very hard on your tools, and 12% nickel silver, which is not soft. It lasts, but it don't last as long. So I thought I'll give this 18% a try. It's like the same sort of hardness as the Evo Gold by Jescar, which Nigel Roberts uses, and he uses it to good effect, and he swears by that stuff. But I'm not really into gold hardware, so along with that gold frets. So I wanted something silver looking, but the same sort of hardness. I don't want to go to stainless because it's so heavy on your tools. I'd have to go and buy a whole set of new tools. It's going to cost me about 400 quid, which I'm not prepared to do for the sake of 2 or 3 fret jobs a year. So I'm not going to use stainless steel unless someone specifically asks for stainless steel frets, and I might just put them off, you know, because I'm going to charge 125 quid more for stainless steel. Because it's, like I say, so heavy on tools. So I'm going to try and persuade people to go to the 18% nickel silver, which I prefer to use. So I'm going to use that on here. I've used it a couple of times this year. I used it on my Kramer. I think I've used it on my Antoria as well, which is going to be up for sale soon. So that's it. 3 guitars I've got from Rob Peach. The Music Man Axis is having a refret. Now the thing I like about this Music Man Axis having a refret is removable neck. That makes the job so much easier. It's much more difficult to fret and crown a guitar with a set neck or a glued-in neck or a neck through, because you've got the body to work around. When you're crowning, you've got to cover it all, and it's hard to file these to a crown when your file is going to be digging into the body. You know, there's always a danger of that. So it makes it so much easier having a removable neck. So I'm not going to say it's going to be easier because it's going to take me time, but I'm going to enjoy doing that. The neck's gone a little bit dull with play. Hopefully I can get a little bit of a shine back on that. We'll get some kind of cleaner in there. I'll have a look what I need to be using just to bring a little bit of shine back, but it's not too, as long as the frets are alright, that's all that matters. The frets on here have gone a little bit flat. I asked him if he wanted a level, he says no, he wants a refret. So we're going to go with slightly bigger fret wire. So that's one. I'm going to put these guitars back in the case. Obviously, with having a refret or a crown and level and whatever, they're going to have new strings, so we're going to have a setup, new strings. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this. So that's the Ernie Ball Axis. We can stick that one back. Beautiful. Next one. Again, not a guitar I've ever seen before. This one's also a beauty. Just wow. Set neck. Looks like a set neck. What's this? Good God. It's a Peavey Jack Daniels. How beautiful is that? Look at that top. Glued in neck, look. Looks glued in, yeah. Look at the top on that. He has good guitars, does Rob. Look at the back plates, wood. The binding on the neck there and everything. Absolutely stunning guitar. Fret level this, just in for a fret level. So we want to frets leveling, we're going to level, recrown. These are, do we look gold? The frets look a little bit golden to me, might just be because the guitar, the sheen and shine and reflection off the guitar, but they look like gold Evo frets to me. Anyway, that's in for a fret level and recrown. Beautiful guitar, I knew nothing about this guitar. Jack Daniels, old number 7, blah 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 blah. I like this about Peavey. I've got Peavey Explorer, one of the Korean made ones, and they sink these bridges and these stop toe pieces inside the guitar. Just looks really really neat. I've actually got that system on my guitar. It's absolutely brilliant. Fabulous guitars these. So there you go, there's that one. You might have noticed I'm going to do this video as a set of 3 guitars. So there you go, that's that one. And I'm doing this, like I say, I'm doing it as a whole set rather than just doing individual guitars, because it's all in line. It's all guitars for Rob. So, and here we go with this one. We're going to stick that one back. And the last one, and again, I plead ignorance here. I say ignorance, but if you don't know, you don't know, do you? Again, a company I've heard of but I really know nothing about, and this is Rob's favourite guitar. And I've heard of him but I know nothing about him, and this is Rob's favourite guitar. This is his player. Again, in for a fret level. Do you know what this is? You're not going to tell from that, you'll tell from here. It's a JJ. JJ Custom Works on the back, Clues on Deluxe tuners on there. This is Rob's favourite guitar. Again, glued in neck. Very fine looking instrument. It must be something pretty special because I've heard Rob play and he's a good player. Very good player. And I know what kind of music he plays. He's rocky blues type of gear, but he's pretty, he can play all styles really, Rob can. He's a very, very good guitarist. He's a huge man. You ever met him? He's got paws on him like that. He must have been a massive pup. But yeah, this guitar must be something special if it's his favourite, because he's got some absolutely fabulous guitars, and he's always in the market for new good stuff. So this one again, just having a fret level and recrown. So we'll do the right thing. We might be looking at replacing the nut on here, which I've not got one ordered yet. He says he wants bone. That might be a bit of a pig to remove, that one, but well, I'm sure we'll get it because it's set in there. I'm hoping we'll get away with this nut. I did talk about him about shimming it, but I'm not going to shim it on such a nice guitar. I would look to, if we're going to have to replace that nut, we'll get that nut replaced. That looks like graphite to me, not bone. I might go and get a new graphite nut stick in there. I might even have one in stock. So again, fret level, recrown, polish, set up. Beautiful looking guitar. So that's it. That's the 3 guitars I've got at Rob's. I'm going to enjoy working on these. As I explained before, I've got a free bench affair in this workshop. I've got this one right here, which is my setup bench. I've got the new one over there, a big thick bench with me new guitar repair vise over there. Again, mainly for neck work, fretboard work I can use, and I've got my jig over there for fret leveling. So I've got 2 neck working benches, and I've got neck working, and I've got this one here for setup. So I've got 3 benches. Now I'm not going to do all 3 guitars at once, because when you've got 3 guitars out in one place, yeah, it's when accidents happen. So I might have 2 on the go or whatever, but I'm going to spend the next 3 days are going to be dedicated to these 3 guitars. So all the work I'm doing in the next 3 days is going to be on these guitars, because I want 2 days on the refret, and I want a day each on the fret leveling and crowning. And what I can do is I can spread it over the 3 days as well. So all the concentration is going to go on that. I'm going to know what I'm doing each day, blah 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 blah, and that's going to be it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep, tidy up, get prepped for work, and I'm going to crack on with it. I don't know if I'll start today. I've got other things to be doing, but that's it. I'm going to get everything prepped, ready to start the work, get tidied up, get it all prepped, and that's it. I will come back with an update, let you know how things are going in due course. I'll get back to you later.